basically all this started because Amma and Bhagwan, they were carrying on the vision of one in a more Indian way. It was becoming more and more Amma Bhagwan centric and more Indian and more religious in its approach. It is not the first time that we have differed with Bhagwan. Many times whenever we thought any of the things would not work for people, we always had the freedom to express to Bhagwan what we wanted to express. And sometimes Bhagwan was happy, sometimes Bhagwan was not very happy. But it has always got resolved. And recently, Bhagwan had this thing of closing down all the level 1 and level 2 courses, living in Oneness seminars, and asking people to come to the Golden City, the Oneness temple, where Bhagwan would be putting them through enlightenment process, Mukti Diksha process, and Bhagwan would be directly present there giving them Diksha. So that was the plan. Now, when we heard about this, we expressed our opinion. We differed in our opinion. We said that it is very good for people to come to India and receive the Diksha. But that doesn't mean that we should close everything else. Because mainly for some reasons, practical reasons. The first one is that we have promised to many people the level 1, level 2 courses, and we have already booked, the coordinators and the other people have already been booking people, so we cannot close down the courses. And many people are looking forward to that. And then the second thing is there's also the financial aspect, like we have got into this contract with various centers in Italy, in Fiji, maybe in Africa, in other places. So if we just close it down, it's a contract. So we are answerable. So that's another thing. And then we also have this thing that if we are only going to have people come to India alone and nothing else is going to work, then it will appear more and more cultish. Because if only you go to India, if only you take Diksha from Bhagwan, or if only you see him, things will happen to you. Or Oneness can help you. That is not the original message with which we set out. We did not start this work of Oneness by telling people that you have to come to Bhagwan to get anything in your life. So it is like breaking our promise and giving an image of a cult to the world, and which is going to be very dangerous. So we differed in this opinion and we expressed it to Bhagwan. And Bhagwan was not happy for it. Bhagwan was not willing for it because Bhagwan had an entirely different view of the whole thing. Bhagwan said ultimately it has to be that people come and meditate in my presence, and that only is going to work. So we told Bhagwan and it did not get through. Finally, when it was November the 4th, when the 3 senior guides of Amma and Bhagwan, Acharyas, they went to Bhagwan and then they spoke to him. They said that Bhagwan, we are not happy with some of the decisions you are making, and we cannot really accept some of the things that you are changing, especially when it comes to the vision, because that's the core of Oneness. And if the vision is not human-centric, transformation-centric, the vision is all about Amma and Bhagwan and promoting them and getting people to somehow come around them, everything happen around them, then that is not actually what it all originally started with. So we are not ready to do that, and Bhagwan was not happy with it. So then they said, then Bhagwan, please give us permission. We would like to, anyway do it, even if you don't want it. We would like to continue doing the level 1s, level 2s and everything under the leadership of Krishna Ji, practically taking care of the practical part of Oneness, and we would continue working the same way as they are doing now. And that really, Bhagwan did not expect that. And it was very hard for Bhagwan to listen to that. And Bhagwan said, no, that's not how I approve of it. And the 3 acharyas had to leave GC, and they said that they are going to continue working for Oneness, though it is not the way Bhagwan intends it to be. So when they came out, of course, all the guides and everyone else was very, very sad about it because they came to know of it and they were insecure that the three senior guides are leaving and what's happening. So, so then what happened was, it was a chaos. It was like a painful situation, and then Bhagwan called a meeting of all the guides. It was around 90 to 100 guides who were there. I was not there in the whole thing because I was taking care of the courses in Italy. Some of my colleagues were there, my co-guides were there, like Krishna Raj was there, and some other female guides were there. And Bhagwan explained the situation to everyone, and this was Bhagwan's version. Bhagwan said that your acharyas, they came and spoke to me this, and I see they are seeing oneness, the vision of oneness in a particular way. I am seeing it in a different way. And I cannot change the way I am seeing and my way of working for their sake, and they don't want to change it into anything for my sake. So we are going to function as two separate branches. But doesn't mean that we are split or we are separate. It is all one. It is oneness. So I fully encourage and permit whatever they are doing. And with regards to all of you, you have three options. You could either be inspired by my vision, which is to help India and establish Hinduism and help people realize God, the God-centric or Amma Bhagwan-centric vision. So if you are inspired by that, you could be a spiritual order, and Bhagwan made it very clear that people who work with him will be completely spiritual order, and they will be like monks with shaven head and white dress, and it's a totally religious, spiritual thing. And then we will work like that, and we will be functioning basically at the Oneness Temple. And if you want to work for the global transformation and you want to contribute to that, then you could always go and join the team with Anandagiriji, Samdashnaji, Krishnaji, and the other Western guys who are there, a part of it. They're already doing it, so you could join them and you can work for the transformation of humanity. And the third option is, if you don't have any inspiration to do either of this, then still, if you want to lead a normal life, a regular life, you don't want to do all this, then still I will support you. You can go home and you can lead a normal life. So the guides were very happy with this. It was like a choice. And it was very clear that Bhagwan had a very open view of the whole thing. And everyone was very happy with that. And then, so that was how it was announced on the first day. And then the next day, a group of guides went over to Bhagwan and they expressed, like Krishna Rajji and others, Indian guides, these guides who are doing the breakthrough courses in India, they are working with the corporate companies, corporate business people, and that section of the society. So they went and told Bhagwan, we are anyway doing breakthrough courses. We would love to continue doing it because we are trained to do that. We do not know to do rituals and the religious part. We are not very interested in the religious part of it. We are more interested in global transformation. So we would like to do that, and we want your permission and blessing for that. And then Bhagwan's response shocked them because Bhagwan got very infuriated. And Bhagwan said that that is not oneness, I don't approve of it. And they said, Bhagwan, but it was you who said yesterday that it's all a part of oneness, we are one. And Bhagwan said, no, that's what I said publicly to everyone. But privately now I'm telling you that that's not what I stand for. And it was very, very painful for them because Bhagwan was very unhappy and Bhagwan did not bless them. So they came out and they said, anyway, we have decided to do this, we will stand by this. And they came out and all of them were having discussions in the whole group, Krishnaji and Samdashnaji, Anandagiriji, where Vimal Kirtiji was there, and the Western guides were there except me and few others who were taking care of the courses outside India, other Western guides and some other Indian guides who were chosen to work for this. They all came together, around 25 of them, and they were discussing and seeing the possibilities, how they could now start work